Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to TechNodeFirmaCraft. So in between episodes I've been doing a little bit of building and I have made a retaining wall for the lake here. I really like the way this looks. It still needs a lot of decoration. I've got these little reinforcing pieces here, I don't know what you would call those, but I'm using the schist below the water level to indicate that it's like a moss covered rock. And then we've got the rhyolite higher up, which I think looks really nice. And then I'm going to be putting paths here with marble. Then I'm going to be putting trees along the edge here so that we'll have a nice green area to work with. But I've run into a couple of problems. The first one is that I don't have any more dirt. I can't fill this in anymore because I have nothing to fill it in with. And also I am out of the marble gravel, which is what I've got here, and I really didn't pick up any of that. So I do need to head back into the marble area down here, and because I knew that I needed to do that, I went ahead and changed a couple of things. So if we look down here, the fire did continue to spread even though I wasn't present in the area. So what I did is I put in I went to turned on cheats and I did game rule, and then it's do fire tick false. Now when you're in when you have cheats available, this will auto fill in, so you can go / game rule and then press tab, and it will give you a list of all of the game rules that you can do. You need to get the do fire tick and then turn that to false. And now fire is no longer spreading out here. So I went down here after I did that, and the fire was no longer going anywhere. But you can see it burnt a huge amount of this acacia forest, and I'm not real happy about that. But I am using acacia here. I've got acacia wood fences, and I really like the way they look because it kind of looks like rusty metal in between the posts. So I think that's kind of cool. But I do need to collect a whole lot of dirt and gravel, and also I'm going to be putting a marble border out of marble bricks around the outside of the path, and so I've got to get tons of marble as well. Now, before I do that though, I want to get a better pickaxe. So I've been running copper pickaxes. I've gotten quite a few of them. My copper chest is completely full. I can't even put it all in there. I've got one in here. And so what I think I want to do now is move on to the forge. So I've been kind of jumping around in the quest book. We didn't finish the Stone Age, we didn't finish the Casting Age, but we are going to be moving into the Iron Age now. So we have a couple of things we need to do here. And the first one I think we're going to try to do is, well, we can't do the crucible. Darn it. Well, maybe we won't be getting into that today. In order to make the crucible, we need fire clay. And for fire clay, if we look that up, well, here, let's go fire clay. No, fire clay. Okay, so fire clay, we need kaolinite and graphite both for that. Now, I remember kaolinite was fairly easy for me to find before. Graphite was always the problem. So I suppose what I'll do is I'll head down to the marble area with just some regular copper tools, try to collect as much dirt and gravel as I can, as well as a little bit more of the cobblestone, even though we do have a lot of it at the moment. Primarily going to be focused on dirt and gravel, and for that reason I think I might make a couple of copper shovel heads. But yeah, that's going to be a little bit of digging, and so I'll be back after a little bit. So I am out hunting for pumpkins for jack-o'-lanterns, and I saw this. So I have no idea what this particular mineral is. Quartz. Really? Well, it is very unfortunate that I do not have a pickaxe on me then right now. So let's just go ahead and put that down on the map There we go, quartz, and we'll put that on the ores section. Well, I didn't even know that that was in here. So that's pretty cool. Now hopefully I can find like some graphite or kaolinite, or, well, I guess really nice thing would be both. But it looks like we got a little hematite here. But yeah, I got plenty of stuff to search for. And like I said, I gotta get a lot more pumpkins for the jack-o'-lantern, so I'm gonna keep looking around here, and I will see you guys in a little bit. So, for the first time, it was my own stupidity that killed me. So I was exploring along here, and I fell into this cave. This is an incredibly deep cave. That's all I can say. So I have a lot of ladders here. Hopefully this will be enough to get me down to the bottom. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start up here. And this is something that you can pretty much always do in any type of Minecraft. You can put ladders down below you. So I'm going to work my way down here, get my stuff back, pick up the ladders that I'm placing in the wrong spots. So where do we want to go to next? It looks like right here. And then here. And now we're starting to get the echo. So now we're going to go here. Got a lot of experience down here that came off of me because I think I had like 12 levels or so. But here is my grave. And then what we're going to do after I clean up all of this inventory is go even deeper and take a look at what's down in this cave. So I have a lot of stuff that I need to get into vessels here. And let's go ahead and place that here. Yeah, I gotta really clean up a lot of this. I have a lot of mess here. So I'm gonna get this all cleaned up and then I will come back to you guys. That is one heck of a dark area. So this is what the inside of that cave looks like. And that just looks scary beyond all reason. So I don't think I'm gonna even mess with that. I've dropped a torch over there. Torches are cheap, jack-o'-lanterns are not. So I'm going to take back all of my jack-o'-lanterns. Now I was trying something here. I had placed a torch underneath a stalactite, and the torch got put out immediately by the water dripping off of it. So I wanted to see if a barrel would pick up water here, but apparently it's not. So yeah, that was a good little experiment, but it did not do anything. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop all of these here. Now when I first got down here, I had a creeper down here. That's a wonderful how do you do. But I can't get any readings with my Pro Pick down here. So I think I'm just going to head back out, and it's nighttime. So I'm going to wait down here and I'll head back out later. But we do have a lot of stuff that we can look at here. We've got a lot of ore traces that I've picked up. I see some pumpkins up here, but also I have gotten a huge amount of food. If I drop this here, you can already see I have one ceramic vessel full of carrots. Then we also have more stuff than I could fit in vessels. So I have cabbage, barley, oats, more barley, cabbage and rye, that's seeds, all seeds, yeah, whatever stuff, oats, yellow bell peppers, rye, yeah, no more food in that one, but there was quite a bit of food that I picked up on this little excursion. But I did not find any of the stuff that I was looking for, namely the kaolinite and the graphite. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of research. I know the kaolinite spawns in just about any type of rock, but the graphite spawns in very specific ones. So I'm going to do a little checking, see what type of rock I'm looking for the graphite, and then I'll be back. Well, this is quite interesting. I am just about back to the base. I've been hitting the ground with the Pro Pick, and it's just about dead too, by the way, but traces of graphite. So yeah, okay, so we got graphite right next to the base. So now we just need to find the kaolinite, and we'll be able to get that fire clay. Oh god, that is steep. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go drop off some stuff because my inventory is very full. This is full, my inventory's full. So yeah, I'm gonna drop off some items. I'm gonna come out here and start digging. Ow, hematite. Do I have that one? Looks like I do. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna get that, and then I guess we'll go searching for the kaolinite. Now, I did a little bit of checking online, and we're gonna have to find a different type of topsoil for the kaolinite. It spawns in things like, well, it's sedimentary rocks. And I guess I didn't show this. I have put up a fence all the way around the base area, so I don't have problems with zombies breaking out the jack-o'-lanterns. And oh goody, one of my maple trees grew. It's awfully tall though. But yeah, I've got this here so that the base is safer, but I'm gonna get over there and mine that graphite. Hopefully we get a bunch of it, and then we'll have to go look for some sedimentary rock for the kaolinite. Well, this graphite is really sparse. I've been mining for quite a while. I've found 5 of them, and that is enough to make the crucible. So if we look through here, we get 4 graphite powder from each of the graphite ore, and we need 5 fire clay to make a crucible. So I'm still getting a reading of a large sample of graphite. I never got more than a large sample. So I get the feeling this vein is not very big, but I do have enough to make the first crucible, which is what we need. So the next thing that I need to do is go and hunt for the kaolinite. Now, this is one thing that I thought that was probably a good idea. I put a gate at the entrance to the mine, and this way zombies can't come in here and destroy the jack-o'-lanterns. So, yeah, I think that was a good idea. So I'm just going to leave that. I'll mine more when I have time, and hopefully I'll get the rest of that graphite. But right now I am going to re-clean my inventory, restock my food supplies, and I'm going to head off and look for somewhere that has kaolinite. Well, I am not sure what that is, but I'm guessing it's probably malachite. Well, we got to get over there and find out. I've been finding tons of stuff here, mainly tomatoes. Oh my god, a lot of tomatoes. 2.5 stacks of tomatoes. Okay, here it is. Yep, malachite, and it is on the surface. What do we got for the... Oh, and it's rich malachite too. Oh my god. Ooh. Here's some more over here. This is just regular malachite. So there's multiple veins here even. Is that flowers or is that another ore over here? That's another ore. Oh, that's lapis. That's lapis. Oh god, I never found this one before. And what's this? Oh god, I'm finding all kinds of stuff. Oh, that's galena. Okay. Wow, I am finding all kinds of stuff here. But yeah, this is lapis. Oh yeah. Yes, yes, that is nice. I will take it gladly. I don't even have any inventory space. Are you kidding? So yeah, this is going to give us lapis. And then we can go over and get some of the malachite too, which will work really good for, I think it's green dye. And yeah, wow. So I am just heading east, basically. I started heading a little bit south because of the land mass. I was up here and hit the water, so I started going down this direction because I could see that the land continued. And I got down here into this marble area. I think I want to just keep pushing east because it looks like to the south is marble. But yeah, I have a little bit of stuff to mine here. I want to at least get a little of this stuff before I press on. But, oh, there's pumpkins up here too. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I am going to mark a few of these things on the map, and I'm going to continue on my way. Well, it's just getting nighttime, and I happened to find a desert here in the marble area, and now I have come across limestone. And now limestone is one of the types of rock that kaolinite will spawn in. So I just have to keep myself safe through the night, and then hopefully I can find some kaolinite in the morning, because it tends to show up right on the surface. So yeah, just a few minutes of killing mobs, and hopefully I'll be home free. Well, there it is, kaolinite. So that actually was not very bad. If we look at the map, this was where I spent the night, and I just started traveling up through these mountains. I found a bunch of stuff, found some coal, galena, tetrahedrite, malachite. All of those are exposed. And it looks like we have some more galena around here somewhere, and that's probably more coal. But yeah, we have our... what on earth is that? Osmium? Osmium? Really? Okay. Well, when we want to get into mechanism, we know where to go now. But yeah, we've got osmium there, and somewhere up here, if I can get up to find it, is that whatever, kaolinite. So yeah, I got a little bit of mining to do here, and obviously there's a lot of osmium around here. So where did that kaolinite go? That is a good question. Man, there's must be a lot of osmium under here, because there's a couple more nuggets over there. And there's more. That might be coal, that might be jet. I'm not sure which one that is. Here it is. So the kaolinite, we'll go ahead and dig a little bit of dirt off of here so that we don't destroy it. Now hopefully there's more than one, because obviously we need more than one. Small sample of native osmium. Well, I gotta see if I can find a little bit more kaolinite here. Hopefully I can. And yeah, then I'll head back to the base. Well, I made it back to the base. We have at least enough kaolinite and graphite to make one crucible. And I had a zombie drop a wrought iron ingot. I didn't even realize this. This was right after I had been in the desert. And yeah, I grabbed that and picked it up. Didn't even realize it. But I think we're going to work on some quests now. And I think we're going to go back to the Stone Age. Take a look at a few of these. So we need the stone hoe, where we learn how to use our new hoe. To start your farm, you'll need to nap a hoe. With the hoe, till grass, not dirt, to get a farmland block full of nutrient. Unlike vanilla farmland, does not need water, but farmland hydrated with fresh water will help the crops grow faster. That doesn't really make sense. The stone hoe, using the mode change key, will also let you check if your farmland is hydrated and if the plant on it is ready to be harvested. As you harvest more crops, your agriculture skill will raise. This increases your chance at getting extra seeds and will unlock information on the nutrients needed for different crops and found in farmland. The nutrient a crop needs will be shown as a tooltip on seed bags when your agriculture skill is high enough. Viewing the extra farmland information requires high enough skill and a metal hoe. As crops grow, they will deplete their nutrient, which by default will be depleted just before the crop matures. So don't worry, the nutrients will slowly replenish, over time and the crops will mature. So it is wise to practice a little crop rotation to ensure your crops have what they need to grow. If you find sylvite, you can make fertilizer, which will Increase nutrient up to 2 times their normal levels. This will ensure your crops don't run out of nutrients before maturing. So we need to make a stone hoe. I do not have any stones on me to make that. So to make a hoe, we go like this. I think it's like this. There we go. There's the hoe head. And then we just put a stick with it like usual, and there we go. So this is going to give us some rye seeds, and then we have a choice of wheat, carrot, or soybeans. Well, the soybeans I think are what I want because I haven't found many of those, and they are a protein food, so that allows us to have a replacement for meat. I have 7 of those so far. Now, I'm sure you saw we have a whole bunch of completed quests here now because of that. So the berry bushes, we needed to find a berry bush. Berry bushes can be found throughout the world. There is no tool or trick to collect them. They just need to be planted on grass. In TNFC, berry bushes slowly respawn. This can be disabled in the TFC config file. This task accepts any berry. So that's going to give us some bottles of enchanting. And then we get a choice of some berry bushes. And we had bunch berries. I don't want raspberries, they prick you, so do blackberries. I think I'm going to take the strawberries. So then we have fruit trees. Apple, orange, you glad I didn't say banana? Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay, an important food is fruit. Fruit trees are one of 2 sources for fruit in TFC. Unlike normal trees, you get saplings by breaking the side cross branches with an axe or saw. They will regrow. Breaking any other branch will kill the tree. In TNFC, placing a fruit tree sapling places a sapling, not a fruit tree trunk. It used to place a fruit tree trunk. In time, the sapling will form a fruit tree trunk and grow into a fruit tree. In TNFC, you can also place fruit tree saplings in flower pots. Really? Once they become a fruit tree trunk, you cannot pick them back up. That is kind of interesting that you can put them in a pot. But yeah, this one we're going to get 4 more bottles of enchanting, and we can choose apple, cherry, orange, or peach. And I think I'm going to take the cherry. So we'll take that. Next we have understanding food basics, where collect for our farm. What? As you explore your world, you will find more and more food, berry bushes, fruit trees, and crops. Mature crops will give both seeds, seed bags, and food item. The seed bag can then be planted on farmland and will slowly grow depending on a lot of factors. The food item that mature crops drop will have a weight and will decay over time, causing the weight to go down. There are 2 shortcut keys for processing food. Hover over any food item and press D to trim decay off. Hover over the food items and press S to stack all the food into max size stacks. Decay can also be trimmed by placing food in a crafting grid with a knife. If there is no decay, then the food stack will be split in half. You process whole grains by crafting them with a knife, giving grains and straw. It is best to store grains in this form as they have a slower decay rate. The grains can be used to feed animals or processed further to make bread. Get any seed bag to complete this quest. This is going to give us 16 clay. Alright, and finally we have animal husbandry. So, well, we had both. So first, animals won't trust you or let you do much until they do. So you'll need to build a relationship if you want that precious wool, milk, or transport. Food is a good start, but be sure you have enough to finish the job. So first we had to get some wheat. Now make some grain. You'll need to process the harvested grain with a knife, unless it is maize, which I saw some corn at one point and I never found it again. Now you get your animal's favorite food, shift right click an animal to feed it. They'll only eat once per day unless they are amorous, which means they're ready to reproduce. If you want them to love, you don't miss a day. Okay, I don't understand what's going on there. Once the heart has a white outline, their love for you won't decrease. See the wiki for other ways to make animals love you. Okay, well, we get to pick one here. We got rye, oats, rye, barley, and wheat. Oh, we have tons of all of these. I don't know, we'll just take wheat. So that is almost everything here. Now we also have the salad bar. You don't win friends with, don't drop the bowl. Eating each food category separately is not efficient. By eating salads, you not only combine multiple food groups, you gain saturation and will slow how quickly levels of food groups not in a salad decrease. To make a salad, you need a food prep surface. Right-click the top of any solid block with a knife to create a food surface. Enter the GUI to make your salad. You can have a food group twice, but each ingredient must be unique. Salads are 20 ounces of food. Alright, so we need to make a bowl for that, which I don't have any. We also have stronger than vanilla. So jute fibers is where we're at there. We'll worry about that one later. So let's see what we have available over here in the casting age. So we have the loom. We can't quite do that one without doing some work. All of these are gonna... Energetic coke. Was that one there before? What? For some metals, you need a really high temperature to melt and work. You'll need to find a better fuel for your forge. You know how to make charcoal. I wonder if you could do the same thing with coal. Best make sure that all those piles are full. Cover, light, and wait for it to stop. Hammer time. Oh wow, so I can put coal down in the ground and light it just like I would with log piles? Interesting. I'll have to take a look at that. That is definitely something new. Really, I don't think there's too much more that we can do here. We're going to have to get a lot of copper melted in order to be able to get the basic smithing. The tanning is going to take a little bit of work with our hides. The Iron Age, we could get this crucible done. So where we learn that we can melt metals over a forge. Fire clay is useful material since it makes ceramics that are resistant to heat. So we need 5 fire clay. To make those, we need the kaolinite and graphite. So we'll put the kaolinite in here, and then what we do is we just crank this sucker, and we'll get 20 kaolinite powder out of that. I guess we only get one of them ground up per cycle. So we'll run this through. And eventually these handstones do break also. So keep that in mind. But I'll have to do the same thing with the graphite now. And there we go. 20 graphite powder, 20 kaolinite powder. Now we just need to grab 5 pieces of clay, which I guess we have 16 of them on us. Forgot about that. We picked those up from something else. We also have a whole bunch of seeds and other stuff to drop off here, as well as some of these in bottles of enchanting. We're up to 24 of those now. And also we're running out of food. So let's go ahead and eat, drink, be merry, do all of that good stuff. There we go. Much better. So now we take our clay and our kaolinite powder and our graphite powder, and this is a recipe that can be either way. So we can have it this way, or we can have it this way. It doesn't make any difference as long as there is kaolinite and graphite powder around the clay. So that's going to give us 5 fire clay, and then we need to turn this fire clay into a crucible, and we do that by napping out the center. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And there we go. So now we have that one done. So advanced smelting. Okay, well, I guess it was going to have us make that anyway. The crucible can be placed on top of your forge. When heated up, you can place most metals inside to melt. This is useful for mixing alloys. Some metals will require a bellows to get the crucible temperature hot enough. So we get 5 more fire clay from this, which is really nice because we are going to need multiple crucibles later on because the blast furnace requires one. So there we go, there's that. We also need to set up a forge here in just a little bit, so I suppose what I'll do, I will go and make sure that we're not over on time, and then I'll probably set up that forge and start making some ingots. Well, never mind about the forge. We are out of time for today, so I'm going to have to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on, be sure to leave that down in the comments. Don't forget about Patreon. The link is in the description. And I will see you next time. Bye.